Whoa, he's a wolf. What? What is this game? Well, hello, shirlierox here. We're checking out Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. This is free on the Epic Store, so I thought I'd check it out and see what it's like. It's a narrative adventure game about travelling, sharing stories, and surviving manifest destiny. So I thought this sounded pretty interesting. So here we go.
Night has fallen and you're weary from travel. Stars fill the sky above, and in front of you is a brightly lit wooden house, the only building you've seen for days.
Okay, I guess we need to go to the house then. Go to the house.
You walk toward the house, hearing the sounds of laughter and talk as you reach the door and push it open.
That is a velvety voice, isn't it? I wish my voice sounded like that. So the art is pretty on point so far. This is me. What's in my bag? Wait a minute. They got animal faces.
You sit down and join the game. It's a cheap buy-in, and not many of the other players are very good.
Well, I can't actually play poker, flush, or anything like that.
The lady fiddling with dice gets good cards, but has no real strategy. The man to your right seems to just hold on to the highest cards he has, regardless of suit or any consideration of matches.
Okay, so who else is here?
The man in gray across from you, though, he's good. He already had the largest pile of coins when you bought in, and while your winnings grow quickly, you can't quite catch him.
Well, let's keep
One
playing,
by
then.
one, the other players leave the table, sometimes with pique or with wry humor, leaving their winnings with you or the man in gray.
Okay, so we've got a bit of competition between me and this guy then. Look at the stuff we're gambling now. Coins, feather, pocket watch, harmonica, a key. Surely that's a good hand.
Finally, it's just you and the man in gray. He looks at you.
Right,
he
last
deals,
hand.
you draw, and look at your hand. It's good. It's great. The best hand, in fact.
It says nothing can beat me.
A royal straight flush. But the man in gray pushes forward his whole pile. You're not sure exactly how much it is, but it's more than you've got. The man in gray stops you. Now, if you like, I'll let you wager your word.
You'll pay the debt.
I know you'll be good for it. Just promise you'll pay the debt.
Okay, we're going to agree.
The man in gray smiles. All right, then.
You shouldn't be able to beat my hand. Wait a minute. What? Oh. How can you beat me? Wait a minute. Whoa, he's a wolf. What? What is this game? Dire Wolf Chapter 1. Where the water tastes like wine.
Luck wasn't so good, was it? That's quite the hand, but not for the game we're playing. I'm afraid you owe me. Your life, sure, but more than that. Your labor.
Oh, I don't like the look of this.
You see, this land is built on stories. It's one big story, this country, woven of many small ones. Few of the small ones are strictly true, and the big story is mostly a lie. All the stories and songs and myths and legends start somewhere, with a seed. As they're told and retold and passed around, they grow and change to become the stories we know. To pay your debt to me, you'll be carrying stories, finding the seeds first and then spreading them, telling them onwards so they can begin gaining strength. This is no light task. Stories are heavy.
So I'm going to become like a storyteller.
Most of the stories you'll find will be small seeds. They might be true, but they'll grow wild and unbelievable with the telling. The more important stories are the true ones, the ones people will tell you about their own lives. Those often get lost in the weaves of the big story. The more true stories you can find and tell, the more you can weave that truth into the big story. Tarnish it a bit perhaps, but isn't a dingy and battered truth better than a shining light?
So I'm going to find the truth and then tell little fibs.
No, go ahead. You tell me a story.
Right, I've got to tell them a story. How do I do that then? So what's all this? These things here. We've got Tree of Staves, travel. We've got justice, choice, morality. The world, heaven, desires, fulfilled, wishes come true. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, fortune, fate, and luck. And the Tower, death, change, endings, moving on. I've got to choose one of these then, I guess. Let's try the Tree of Staves, travel. Tell a story of the northbound train blinking its giant eyes as it crawls through the night. Or tell a story of the endless series of doors. Tell a story of the parting of a cloud of fog. Tell a story of a pair of bone dice. Tell a story of a black and grey city where every building is filled with desiccated... Oh yeah, let's tell that one. That sounds horrible. You tell a story of a black and grey...
I'll strip away your flesh to make the journey easier, but still you feel pain.
Do you not like my story?
Hunger, weariness, thirst, and despair. They're all part of story. And death, yes. But don't worry.
Did he not like my story? Let's try this one then, the train one. You tell a story of the northbound train blinking its great eye.
That's your job. Wander from place to place, gather those stories and spread them.
Oh, does he like this one then?
Bored hearing the same stories over and over.
We'll have to go through all of these then, aren't we, with him?
You sometimes have to make choices about what kind of story you're finding. Is it a love story? Don't gather too many of one kind, though.
What the heck? It's also choosing these for me, I think.
It's just luck. Funny how bad luck seems to follow the folks who already have... Well, try your luck out there in this. It's not all bad. You'll have to work hard, but not many who can do that.
Right, so what else are we going to do? We're going to do this. We've not done this one either. Let's do this one.
Your deepest desires? Your greatest wish? Heaven? Big Rock Candy Mountain? El Dorado, the promised land.
Oh, the water tastes just like the sweetest wine.
Where they all say that the water tastes just like the... Well, I don't know where that... It's supposed to be somewhere in this country. They're all searching.
They're all searching for the same thing.
Either way, it'll be... I'm jealous in some... I hope you find what you're looking for.
Okay, this is weird. We've been signed up to do this thing now. Whoa, this is mental. Look at this now. So I've got to travel. I've got to travel to a place. The town here. Alright, I'm going to try and search here.
Is being ransacked. There's furniture piled in the front yard, ammunition heaped under the mailbox, and a crowd of clean-cut men ripping apart.
This is weird.
The two heavily armed, mud-caked women leaning over the porch railing share the same...
Okay, let's agree.
Man. You are about to hand her a smoke when those men draw pistols and shove you hard into the dirt.
Okay, you know these girls? Nope.
Once they've dumped your bag out into the road, they decide you're harmless. If you were selling booze too, you'd have a lot more cash.
What? New story. The women arrested for bootlegging. So we've got a story for that. Right, let me come back over here. I thought I saw something over here. No, it's US and Canada border. Right, where do we go? Can we run? I can whistle. I don't know what use that is, but I can whistle. Press H to view the in-game manual. Your goal is to fulfill your objections to the wolf by finding all 16 characters scattered across the US and trade stories with them. Until you've earned their trust and finished the story. We just need to go to places. I can see a place over here. Can we go for the forest? Let's search.
Off the road and into the woods, you can't help but come across this package.
Oh, what's
by an
this?
old tree tied to a sturdy stick. The cloth wrapping concealed.
Let's say hello.
The shape gives a start. Please don't tell my pa that I'm in here. It says in a small voice.
Why
Pa
not?
doesn't want to live with us anymore, but I want to go with him. Don't tell him, please. I'm hiding.
Look for his dad, or I won't tell.
You tell the boy you'll keep his secret.
Okay, so that's the story then now. The boy who ran away from his father. So where else do I need to go? Portland's over this way. There's also a farm or something over this way. Maine. We are going to Maine. There's no stories here. Okay, Portland's got some stories though. There's a few stories over here actually. Route 95 and a story. Ooh, what's he? There's a number of things. Right, search
They
this.
don't come every year, you know. The old man is
Pair of seagulls. Right.
Old
Let's
Peter.
ask why.
Just when the fishing is going to be good. He taps great.
One more year of what?
Another year of this town being here. He replies, letting it grin.
Okay, that's the story of the seagulls and the fishermen.
The woman walks the small town square with the poise of Betty Davis. The confident stride.
Who's she then?
You question a well-dressed man parked outside an oyster house. You talk with a waitress smoking.
Something
outside
funny
a
about
diner.
her.
Something funny about her.
Let's approach
You
her.
ask the woman if you may join her at a public bench. You may.
Who is she? The elegant woman in a small town. Wow, that's mysterious.
You can see
A lighthouse.
storm clouds on the horizon, and you don't relish the thought of being caught.
Okay, let's
at
go up the
top of
lighthouse.
an ornate wrought iron spiral. You're breathless and feeling the strain. Looks like we got a visitor. Sounds like a man's voice, deep and
Who's
rough.
in this,
After
then?
a moment, the door unlatches from the inside and opens. The man, despite the rough exterior, this room looks like a
Who are these
well-appointed
people?
parlor. Oh, we manage. The tall one sits on the sofa, casually wrapped. You wake up the next morning on their old sofa.
Okay, this is weird. Hold Q to hitchhike. What? I can get a lift. Someone gonna give me a lift? Oh, you have to press Q when a car goes past you, I guess. Well, that didn't work very well. Here we go. Let's try and hitchhike. Oh, wait a minute. We can get a ride. We're getting a ride. Here we go. We're getting a ride to Boston. Nice. We got a lift. That's cool. Alright, let's do another story. What's in this one?
A dusty truck and a man on horseback pull up next to one another in front of the grocer. Suddenly, the driver
This
and
is
the
so
rider,
weird.
two wiry old men with identical
Start shrieking at
hair.
each other.
The man with the truck
Brother.
leaps into the street.
Brother! 30 years.
He shouts. The one on the horse tumbles out of his saddle. Brother! He screams. They embrace in the road. 30 years! Hollers the... Everyone here is watching.
Wow.
These two older men cry and hug one
Right, let's take a
another in the
picture.
neck. The long-lost brothers pose in front of traffic. Cry snot pouring out of their noses.
Wow. Two brothers reconnect after 30 years apart. Well, this is absolutely both fascinating and bizarre. So this is The Word of Water Tastes Like Wine. If you do like the look of what you can see so far for this and you would like to see some more of it, then yeah, ring-a-ding my bell, drop me a sub and I'll play some more. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.